do similarities between clan tartans imply some sort of relationship between those clans? I.e., do clans that use the same field and stripe pattern but with different colors, for instance, Campbell and Robertson, do they actually have the exact same field with different embellishments, such as Douglas and Irvine? Do those mean that those tartans were born together because there was association between the two clans?
As is the case with many things in life, yes, no, maybe, and kind of and sort of. It depends on the clans. There are some that have little to nothing to do with each other, even though they're extremely similar, and some that are based on another tartan because they are, a sept of the clan, or they're close cousins or something. The one that comes to mind was Lament and Forbes. Lament, or Lamont if you're in the US, and Forbes are literally the exact same tartan. The difference is the Forbes tartan has two black threads on either side of the white stripe. So they're called guards, two black guards on either side of the white stripe. From 10 feet, they look the exact same. Nothing that I found in the tartan register had them being linked as a sept of the clan or related or, anything like that. What I did find was Lament is related in some way to Campbell of Argyll, where Campbell of Argyll, it's effectively the same tartan, but it alternates white and then yellow and then white and then yellow stripes. Lament just has white stripe every single time. It's one of those where sometimes they are similar for a reason, and other times they're just similar because, I don't know, Forbes just said, you know what? I like that one. Let's just add a couple lines there. Good to go. Done. So I'm being flippant, obviously, but sometimes there is a reason, sometimes there's not. Eric, can you think of any other examples of it?
I couldn't think of any examples off the top of my head. I just know that people don't necessarily get creative in a vacuum. So, like you just said, essentially, I think there are plenty of cases where a clan chief or an officer of a clan who was told to do it or something looked at some tartans that were available and said, I like that one, tweak that a little bit, let's do this. The lord, the clan chief's favorite color is green, so change that blue to a green, and then we'll go with it. Look at how many tartans are based on Blackwatch. Like our old joke with our song, everything is Blackwatch.
Everything is Blackwatch. Everything is cool when you're Scottish like me.
It's true, because you start with something which is commonly known and famous, and it's a springboard for your ideas. That's more what I see happen than as opposed to let us honor our sister clan by making our tartan exactly like theirs, but we shall add blue for the ocean that borders our lands. That I don't see that happening so much. I
will say this. In clan tartans, it's hit or miss. The other one that I just remembered now, Murray Vattel, is very similar to Robertson. I looked up Robertson and Mackenzie because Robertson and Mackenzie are the exact same, but the white and the red stripes are reversed. So I thought, okay, maybe that was one. It's not. But Robertson is very similar to Murray Vattel. The white stripes are red, or red stripes are white, or white stripes are red, that kind of thing. Now, today, in registering a tartan today, in the past, let's say 20, 30 years, as tartan registration has become more of a thing, there is more of a penchant or whatever, a desire to take a tartan and tweak it and then honor, at least mention the tartan in the design. The one that comes to my mind was there's a pipe band in the US, Dundee Pipe Band, and their tartan was based on the Dundee District tartan in Scotland. And they came to me and said, look, we don't want the Dundee tartan, but we want to do something based on that, similar to that. And I designed a tartan for them with a twist on it. Or if you take, for instance, the U.S. Coast Guard tartan. Alexander Hamilton was the father of the U.S. Coast Guard, and the Coast Guard tartan is based on the Hamilton tartan with a wider white stripe. Or California. California tartan is the Muir tartan for Muir, who developed the parks, a bunch of parks and that kind of stuff. And the California tartan is based on Muir with an extra stripe added at the pivot, I believe. So there are a lot of different tartans, especially more recent ones, which kind of are a throwback to the original or give a heavy nod to the original and then just tweak it and make it different. But it's different from that, but it still honors that as part of what it is as a design.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense because we are so much more into having a story behind the tartan now than they were 100, 200 years ago, 300 years ago. It was just like, I want something different from my neighbors. I like that. But now it's much more, there's history now. There's personal history and development of these groups and everything. So yeah, it makes a lot more sense that you'd want to honor your roots with it. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Makes sense.
It's a way to look both backwards and forwards simultaneously, which really is the rock on which all of this is built, is being able to honor the heritage, honor the tradition, but at the same time push it forward and say, I'm going to make this my own. I'm going to tweak it a little bit for me, but it's based solidly in the tradition, in the heritage, and that kind of thing. And this is now my gift to push it forward to my kids, to the next generation.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us for this one, guys. Hey, this question actually reminded us of a whole video we did on the Blackwatch tartan. So if you're curious, check that one out over there. If you want to know more about tartan in general and how it works and the history, check out the playlist down there.